hair here. The Wolverine came with an extra accessory, I guess, a little hair there. Anyways. Hey, what's popular, everybody? Friday morning reload. Hey, what's popular, everybody? So we're back with a review of Warlock series, Marvel Legends X-Men. We have Dazzler, we have Old Man Logan, which is called Wolverine in the Wave, and then we have Sunfire. First things first, Dazzler is a pretty decent figure. Don't get me wrong, she's not terrible. The body sculpt is nice. The sculpt work is really nice. You can see a lot of the abs. Like, this is a skin tight outfit, right? Because this is her 70s outfit, I think it was. Look at that, mama. So it's really a tight outfit. Look at those abs. Like, that's nice. It's really nice. I think my biggest problem with this figure is the wheels on the bottom of the feet. Like, I don't know if you had any dealings with this figure and tried to get it to stand and it actually worked for you. Please tell me how. Because one of the big deals is that the feet, the way the wheels are, so maybe we'll have to heat them up a little bit. It could be just mine are bent up. You know how plastic goes, right? So we'll dip it in some hot water and see if that kind of smooths it out a little bit, kind of evens it, because you can see that my wheels are all over the place. And a part of that is because this is a soft rubber and it's plugged into the actual base of the foot, right? Unlike the rear wheel here, you can see it. It's like it's actually connected here, right? But this part is like stuck in there. So it's on a peg, and it has the trait, it appears, of just kind of bending and flexing, which is not a good deal. So check it out. You got a flat white all over her, really nice sculpt, blue on the wheels there, and then the silver skates, the silver roller rink skates, right? Which is cool. She has a little necklace piece here. And then she's got a little bit of silver there on each of her bracelets. Coolest thing is she comes with a mic, and the MC does like a mic, and that's what she's got. So I'm definitely a fan of that, right? The hair sculpt, I actually like the hair sculpt a lot. I think it perfectly captures that older design for the character, and the sculpt is really nice. I've said it before, they've really been stepping up their work on the female characters. You come around here to the back. This is kind of weird because of the way the base of her core or her lower back area here, right? It's all white, it's painted over, but then you have her back. I think it would have been better if it would have came down here and painted some skin here so it didn't look so weird. But I mean, it's a $20 Marvel Legends figure. Maybe they don't give a shit about that. I care, damn it. Necklace is cool. It's a soft plastic. You get soft rubbery plastic. You can move it around, which is better than that one that came with Doctor Strange, which was kind of hard. That bitch didn't fucking flex at all. The neck roll Doctor Strange, yeah, terrible. Going back to that face sculpt though. Decent enough face sculpt. I've definitely seen worse on the face sculpts, but this is pretty decent. She's even got her little silver earrings back up in there. A little bit of paint flaw there inside of there, and then of course you can see a little bit of line work here from the mold, which is not a big problem for me, but it may irritate you. I don't know. You could smooth it out if you so choose. But check the face sculpt out real quick. Give her a little bit of love. The makeup is popping. The lips is her. Her lip balm be popping. Yeah, so that's cool. And again, nice sculpt on the hair. And then just to compare her to another female sculpt's face, here we go. And as you can see, those lips are totally different on these two. The nose is different. So maybe they are actually doing some work to make sure the female figures' faces are different and not resembling each other, right? And I can totally respect that. Look at this one right here. She's got a much harder face. Look at that jawline. Oh my gosh. Now, in addition to those other, in addition to her little microphone and her little necklace bit here, she also comes with what I have affectionately come to know as doggy chewy toys. Because how many motherfucking times are you guys going to keep on reusing this goddamn piece, man? Like, get some new fucking shit. But yeah, that's her supposed dazzle, her bedazzled. So yeah, but that's Dazzler. And pound for pound, I mean, for the little $20 that she cost, she's definitely not a bad figure. She may not be the best figure, may not be the most memorable, but for as long as we've gone without a Dazzler, and the idea of finally getting a Dazzler when so many other female figures have been made or remade so often, I think it's pretty cool they went with this choice. I would have preferred a more updated uniform. Maybe we'll see that in the future. Or maybe you can get an X-Men uniform and pop that head on. Or if you really want to get nasty, take this uniform, pop off these motherfucking bell bottoms, change the legs out with maybe a character that's got boots on or something like that, right? Take that hair, paint it up, paint that face up. Instant Mary Jane, bitches. No waist swivel, but she does have the mushroom peg here, which allows her to get the upper torso swivel along with the ab crunch. So yeah, there you go. Let me see something right quick. And that seems to be pretty commonplace with a lot of the female figures. So yeah, no big deal. Let's get into some Sunfire. Dab, dab, dab. Yeah. So as I said in my comments, my viewer comments, volume 3 video, I went through hell trying to find this figure. I drove all over the motherfucking world. For those of you who don't know, you can call a Target and have them grab the figure and put it on hold for you at guest services, which is what I did with this one. So, and I am not a scalper either. I just wanted to get the figure and actually be able to get it. I'm going to say this about this figure, all right? He's not the dopest in the world to me. Maybe, and this is totally my opinion. Those guppy eyes, something about those guppy eyes. I just, ugh. Now, the gold accents, and for it to be a new figure that we have not gotten before, that's impressive and that's great. I just cannot stand the costume. I can't stand the costume design. I would have preferred him in the X-Men uniform. I can't stand it. But I guess they figure if they would have put him in the X-Men uniform, you wouldn't have known who he is or something like that. I guess, I don't know. Maybe with an alternative head. I don't know. Oh, how about this? Give this figure an alternative head so that we can have his regular face on this body sometimes, because that mask is fucking hella ugly. But for all that being said, this figure was really hard to come by, for me anyways. And I would love to hear in the comments down below what your experience was of grabbing this figure if you do have him. And if you have not had him, how hard has it been to find him? Now, because he has the butterfly joints here, it makes for some really great posing, like really great. But like even that's pretty dope. And you had a fire. You can check it out. You can put your goddamn fire on here. Because he's getting ready to light somebody ass up. And this is the kind of shit that makes you like I can't stand the costume, dude. But that in itself is dope. Just that in itself, you can put his guppy head down a little bit. Yeah, he's the fireman. I don't know, I might like him now. All of a sudden, I'm liking his ass. I don't know. It's just, if I can get an alternate head for this guy, I just have to find one. I'm pretty sure I got one in my kibble drawer, in my fodder drawer. Standard Legends articulation everywhere else. I like the way the paint was handled here, because other than a few, I don't really think it's too many imperfections. Maybe a few bits of scrapage and scrapages here. You can get you see a little bit of white under that red, or a little bit of white speckle on the red. But other than that, the paint on this one was handled really well. And the gold bits on the arms, those were really masked off nicely. So there's not much error or flaw in those paint jobs. These tight cheeks. And then he has a soft rubber belt here. It's just the belt is corny too. But you got a little bit of flaw right here on the back. So be cautious of that, be mindful. Look at that back ripple. That motherfucking back is cut. He's ready for action. And I would think so, because he's like he could punch the shit out somebody. Nice bicep work, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, I work hard. You know what I'm saying? The face sculpt, for what it is and for what the character represents, I guess it's pretty cool. It's not a terrible face sculpt. I'm just not a fan of the mask. That damn fish mask really irritates the shit out of me. Other than that, the character's pretty cool. As I showed you before, he comes with these two soft rubber fireball things. He's not one that you necessarily have to pass on, and he stands really easily. Like, there's no hard work to get this guy to stand. So I don't know. I may hold on to him. He may not go to the for sale pile. It's just, I don't know. Something tells me that this guy is going to be the value figure. Something tells me he's going to. Maybe I'm not talking like Emma Frost, but I have the feeling that he's going to be the figure that picks up a little bit of value. Now, of course, if you find him peg warming, hey, listen, hey, I'm not goddamn psychic, okay? So yeah, that's him. Now, let's get on to Old Man Logan, because this, for me, is the major surprise. I wasn't even going to pick him up. I was like, listen, how many Wolverines are you going to buy, dude? Come on, Wolverine after Wolverine after Wolverine. Bro, please. But I have to say that this Wolverine is one of the best Wolverines that have come out so far. It's something about it's something about them making Wolverine in his actual scale, like shorter than everybody else. Like, check them out, stand on next to each other. There's something about that, man, that really, I don't know, it hits you in the feels, man. It hits that spot for me. You know what I'm saying? I was just, okay. If you don't get what's going on, what I just said, then don't worry about it. Stick with the plastic. So, anyways, there's something about that, man. And then of course the jacket is really nice. It's soft rubber, soft plastic, whatever case. It's really nice. Let's get in on that. You know what I mean? Let's get in on that. It's got a little wash over it. The detail work is really nice. A little pocket there. A little bit of texturing would help. A little bit of paint would help to bring the texture of the Sherpa portions of the jacket collar out really nicely. You go up under there, and it looks like he's got the Hugh Jackman. Shirt on with the buttons up right there. That's really cool, man. And he is fucking ripped, and he's bulky. This is what Wolverine is supposed to be, and we saw that with the last Wolverine from this wave, right? Or rather, the first Wolverine from this X-Men wave. Whereas he's short, and he's wide. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Wolverine truly is. I mean, we got used to a taller Wolverine because of Hugh Jackman actually claiming and making Wolverine his own. Whereas you can't say Wolverine without thinking Hugh Jackman. But Wolverine's supposed to be a short, stocky guy. His quads are fucking popping. Like, look at his quads, dude. Like, get in there, man. Look at those quads. Quads are fucking popping. The sculpt on those jeans, even the line work going down the side is really dope. Like, check that out, man. Got the line work on the pockets back here. They put a little bit of work in, a little bit of love into this Wolverine. Like, going to the sleeves right here, man. They got the crinkles and the wrinkles right there. Only thing I would have preferred to see is, I would have loved to see, how about that? An alternate younger head with them would have been nice. They don't have to. It's just going up and above and beyond at that point, right? But an alternate younger head would have been really cool, because then you could have your Wolverine with the young head or the old head. But if you're a crafty sort, you can grab another Wolverine head and pop it on. Like I got, and I'm not sure this one will work, but I got this old classic House of M Wolverine, and those heads aren't too far apart in size. My only problem with this one is that it's really got a strange feral look to it. So that head may not work, but who knows? We'll deal with that later. I love the face sculpt on this one. It really captures that Old Man Logan look. Look at that scowl. Like, get out of here. Get out of my yarn, you whippersnappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wants to, getting my morning coffee. I love the way that fucking jacket bulks up on him back so he can walk with the hunch, right? And then if you back out on him, on his belt, he's even got detail on the belt, texture on the belt. Get in there close. Look at that texture on the belt there, the nice gold buckle with the design on it. It's really a lot of love went into this figure, man. Got the little zipper part right there. That's really cool. You come down here, he's got his cowboy boots with a little bit of design work on the toe. Like, I'm serious. They spared no expense on this guy, you know. Maybe it would have been really nice to get a hand without the claws, but because it's Wolverine, we're not going to die. And you can actually, if you want to, pull the claws out, so you can actually still have your Wolverine without the claws, or you could have your Wolverine with your Old Man Logan with the one claw that just won't come out, and it goes right back in. And that also helps you to straighten them out as well, because when you first get them, they're kind of flexing and bending back and forth towards each other. So just pop it out right quick, right, and then reseat it. And now your claw is not all smushed together. Look at that. There you go. Yeah, look at that. The well-dressed nerd giving you well-dressed tips for you well-dressed Wolverine. So, yeah, that's Old Man Logan in a nutshell. I really like this figure, man. Check that face out, scope out one more time. I want to get on those wrinkles on his face. Even on his mouth there. Check that out, man. And he seems to have a light tint over his skin just to add to the age a little bit, man. He's got crazy wrinkles up there on the forehead. They did a good job with this guy. A really good job. Like, you cannot get a complaint from me. I mean, just look at his arms, man. He's a solid dude. He's heavier. This figure is heavier than this guy. At least he feels heavier than this guy, which is insane. Oh, by the way, if you haven't caught on to it yet, this wave did hit Walgreens as well, right? And I do believe you can also check the GameStops, because they got Wolverine, they got the X-Men waves in as well. As far as the early releases, you can check them out as well, right? But definitely the Walgreens. So make sure you do not pass on the Logan figure, the Wolverine figure, okay? Sunfire, stand up with your guppy face. He stands with no problem. And Jim, and the hologram. Jim! So, interesting enough, okay? I really thought I was going to not care about the old man Logan, and I really like that figure. Sunfire, I didn't like in the beginning, and I still don't like now. I kind of grew close to him because of the search was so intense to find him. Now, Dazzler, and this is going to be the first time you hear me say this about a female figure, because you know I typically love the female figures. I'm not really, it's not that I hate her or anything like that, but she's not like, I don't have to have her. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? Hey, tell me what you think about these figures. I mean, did I not nail that shit with Jim right here, dude? Hit me in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Is this or is this not a perfect contender for Jim? Let me know what you think about the rest of the wave. And let me know, do you think that Sunfire is going to be the money figure? Are you having a hard time finding him? I don't know. I know I did. Hey, till next time. Out of here.